to the Rideshare Professor channel on the new iPhone 13 Pro Max. Look how wide this beautiful video screen is. It's pretty much why I bought it, so you could get a way better all-round picture of what's going on. It's like almost 360 degrees here. Love it. Now, I also hope that my microphone issues are sorted out with this new phone, so do comment if you can hear me loud and clear. That would be lovely. It would make my day, because this is literally the first live video that I'm doing on the new iPhone 13 Pro Max. I've taken some photos. I love taking. Thank you. You sound good. So the sound is clear. Yeah, baby. The sound is clear. It was worth the money just for the sound, right? How are you doing today, buddy? I'm doing great. You know, we have these Santa Ana winds, so I get a little bit of sinus. But man, my spirits are high. Ready for the weekend. Hot, hot weather here in LA. And maybe working too much. Just working too much. Really just working too much, right? You know that feeling, right? It's just non-stop. So I just wish that my private trips would slow down. I have this client, can't mention her name, but she lives down in Malibu in this frickin' like castle overlooking the ocean. It's huge. And I've been doing a lot of trips for her family, for the kids, and she pays well. She pays very well, and she goes, you know, I want to give you a really, really good monthly salary, and then if you could do the trips and just a couple of little odd things here and there. And I negotiated a crazy dollar amount, so it doesn't take me away from my other business. I get to do all the regular same work for her, but you know, knowing that that comes in every month, just another beautiful amount on top of all the other amounts, right? And I think a lot of you, it was pretty painful during the pandemic, and now suddenly maybe a lot of people are playing catch up, right? So you're back out there working for the first time again. Many of the people are out there for the first time again, and it's a strange feeling when you've been out of the mix for 2 years. Now, I've kept myself busy, but I've had a lot of email and text messages from you guys that, you know, hey, I'm finally getting back to work, like after 2 years. Me personally, I couldn't step out of the arena for 2 years. I got to keep myself busy, And even when the private limousine drives were not so busy, I would keep myself busy in other areas. But, you know, that's just how it goes, folks. You're still gonna, yeah, I'd like to customize that one, you know. That's a beautiful car, that Kardashian Cadillac. I looked at the prices. Especially now, it's 20-25% over sticker price. It's ridiculous. The prices right now to buy a car, it's ridiculous. Used cars, pre-owned cars are flying off the shelves because people are not prepared to pay those astronomical prices. I just sold my Jeep yesterday for double the amount that I paid for it. Double. I doubled my money on my Jeep. So I'm going to hit the auction again. I love this picture. Picture used to be that small, right? Now I've got this beautiful picture of the interior. I love this. Just for this experience, seeing the screen, how wide it is, this video angle, this video shot, just makes me happy. What makes me even happier is that my sound issues are sorted out, because I had 4 people comment right in the beginning, we can hear you loud and clear. So if that's what I achieved today, I'm a happy man. Now, you guys might have seen my referral video. Was I harsh? Yes, I was very harsh. That's who I am. I'm pretty crude with my language sometimes if you piss me off. And, you know, I got really upset. San Francisco to Uber, and then they asked them to comment on my name because, you know, I mentioned in the article and then they just proceeded to talk trash and talk lies, right? So those accusations made, and I'm sure you can relate, right? If people make false accusations, oh, he did this, she did that, and it's not true, and you feel like you have to defend yourself, but you don't actually have to defend yourself because it's not true. Anyway, it just motivates me more. So it's time for a driver-owned, driver-operated union. And I'm so busy at the moment that come Monday, just to let you know, I am going to be resigning my position as CEO from the Rideshare Co-op in Toronto. I cannot take on all those responsibilities. My number one responsibility is my family. And I think I've set myself up in a nice way that I have multiple channels of residual channels of income that I don't have to do that additional job. So I wish them well. I hope they find a good replacement, someone that's passionate about the industry, someone that's passionate about drivers. But on Monday, I officially resigned from the Rider Co-op. I've also given them more than enough time to get their shit together. Got to be honest, a little bit disappointed in the way they're dragging their feet. I like to get things done. I like to get results, and they're not going at my speed. Let's just put it that way. And that's rather frustrating for me. So if we can part ways in amicable, good ways, that's great. And I wish them well. And I'll never ever wish a company ill that's going up against Uber and Lyft. I want them to succeed. You were kicked off Uber because of, let's see, what does it say? Because of what? That's just wrong, dude. A lot of people are being kicked off the platform because of these cancellations. Now, you have a safe, or if things don't add up, or if there's fake profiles. Your safety, my friends, is numero uno, number one. How are you, buddy? Compton in the house. Elias, very good to see you, my friend. I missed you. How are you, buddy? William is in the house. But they are forcing you to do trips that you don't want to do and that you should not do, right? And then they word it as declines. You've given an official cancellation, and then they deem it a decline, and too many declines, they kick you off. And then they come in with all the threatening language. If you don't start performing, you're out. And they really try to muscle you, right? Really try to scare you, really try to intimidate you with their language, with their legal language. And never ever, my friends, never ever ever compromise your safety. If you feel that something is off, you cancel the trip, right? Even if they deem that as a decline. Your life, your livelihood, maybe you have children, maybe you're a mother or a father to kids, is more important than all the money in the world, right? One trip cancellation and one threat from Uber and Lyft through the app, ignore it. Ignore it. It's not worth it. And if they do proceed to deactivate you because of cancellations, because of trips that you canceled because you thought, this doesn't sound safe, then so shall it be. That's what the universe wants, right? Maybe they want you to stop and do something different. You should never be forced to do something against your will, right? It's just plain out wrong that the psychology that these companies use to force you to do things that you may not want to do is just so improper. And I think if attorneys would dig their feet in and see how the app is structured to force you to do trips that are just plain unsafe, I think Uber and Lyft would have a big problem on their hands. Their language is very, very manipulative, very tricky, right? And I get the screenshots every single day. Every single day, I have people like you reach out and say the reason why they deactivated me, or how do I get back information. Now, very often, if you've got multiple warnings your car was not clean, or multiple reports that your car smelled like smoke, I don't think you're going to get back in, right? But if they've deactivated you over a wrongful situation, oh, he was driving erratic, he was speeding, he smelled like alcohol, he smelled like marijuana, prove it, force them to prove it. They can't prove it because you're right, you never did it. And there are ways and means to get back behind the wheel. Sadly, it takes weeks, sometimes months. You're losing a lot of money. But I can tell you something, the moment you push your story or pay for a media or a press release or hook up with any of the TV stations, they'll immediately reinstate you, right? Because what they do is they say, we reached out to Uber and Lyft, to the spokespeople, to the spokesman, and we're waiting on comment. Usually what they do is we reinstated the driver. I only didn't stop, what was that? Sorry, I got it. Stop driving people at Moonlight. You need to do private trips, folks. Private clients. No headaches, no hassles. You know what you get. You know who's in your car. They order again. You know who gets in your car, right? And it just gives you that sense of comfort, that sense of safety. Not like all these unknowns. Who's behind me in the backseat? What will he do? Will he choke me? Will he hold a gun against me? Will he pull a knife out? Will he try and carjack my? Nah, you don't want to. You don't want to live with that type of pressure, right? So I'm saying, go and get yourself your private clients. Bring them over from Uber and Lyft, right? Bring them across. Recruit them from Uber and Lyft. Get your private clients, repeat clients, and you know what you get, right? You know who you have in your car. I thought by the standards that we are independent, and apparently we are independent contractors to them, but they're not giving you the functionality of an independent contractor. If I cannot choose my trip, I should have the freedom to decline or accept a trip. I should have the freedom to set my rates and not have a company dictate astronomical rates to the rider where I get a fraction of it and then they get that much. That's not an independent contractor, my friends. If you're an independent contractor, a painter, whatever, you go out, you give your quote, you get the job or you don't get the job. Hey, I'll paint your house in 2 weeks, $8,500. Okay, cool, you got yourself a deal, right? Uber and Lyft know what it means to be an independent contractor, but they don't treat you. Internally dependent contractors only in the gig world. I like that. So true. So this here was my old phone, iPhone 11, and now you are watching me on my iPhone 13 Pro Max. I love it. I love it. Absolutely love it. Monday, don't you guys hate, who's had this? Hands up here, right? You're driving around, let's say behind a truck, and a small little stone comes flying and it chips your window, right? A little chip. And you think, oh my God, I hope that chip doesn't spread. I hope it doesn't go like spider mode. 4 or 5 weeks later, the glass just starts running, all these cracks. Well, that's just what happened to my Cadillac yesterday. And then you go in on a Monday and you spend $700 on a new windscreen because some stupid truck kicked up a little stone that happened to end on your... Yeah. That's a very good question I get a lot. How do you do the pricing on your private trips, your repeat clients? How do you do the pricing? Here it is. And it's a formula that you can explain. Yeah, we need that multiplier back. It's a formula that you can explain to that person that you're recruiting as your private client. You say, by the way, this trip from the hotel to LAX, correct me if I'm wrong, it costs you X amount of dollars, $100, right? And they say, yeah, that's accurate. So what I can do is I can give you 15% off. I can do that trip for $85. You're saving yourself 15%. I'm happy because usually I'd be getting 50% of the 100. I'd be getting $50, and now I'm getting $85, and you getting a 15% discount. And all you really have to do is look at the Lyft and the Uber estimator. Throw in the destination, beginning, end, see what prices they come up with. Are you driving a private SUV? Are you driving a Mercedes 550 or a BMW 760 or some other luxury car, right? So you can quickly get your prices from the Uber and Lyft estimator. Are you driving a minivan? Well, then you'll get the XL rate. There it is. If it's $60, you know what? I can do that trip for you for $50. You've just saved yourself $10. And you'll save yourself $10 each time you travel with me. Firstly, people always love saving money. So that's an easy sales point. The second is, you and I know that there's a very unhealthy split, that they are getting more than 50% of our fare, right? Sometimes they're getting 55, 60% of our fare, right? So if the client's paying $100 and Uber's taking 55, you left with 45, right? But I can offer that client the same $100 trip because I checked it up on the estimator. Instead of 100, I can do it for 85 or maybe 80. 545. Ow, damn, what's wrong with these gas prices? Listen, I don't care which president you are. I don't care if you're a Democratic or a Republican president. There is no excuse. There is no excuse for high gas prices, because you know that high gas prices hurt the people, hurt your citizens, and you know that high gas prices drive up the cost of living. Services get more expensive. You know, we have to charge more. Private drivers, products get more expensive. So you telling me, and again, I'm not finger pointing, whoever's running the country at the time, you telling me you cannot get your gas prices in control? And I mean, in all honesty, there were high gas prices under both, right? Under Biden and under Trump. And they're going even higher now. And that's BS. Prices should not be at $5. What are the Saudis or the oil petroleum companies dictating the pace? No, we dictate the pace, right? So bring out the reserves. You have oil reserves. Drive the price down. But this is not healthy. High gas prices are not healthy for the economy. Definitely not. So I don't know who's switching or screwing around. Started with W, and it may have very well started with W. But I mean, the bottom line is that our petroleum companies are all situated. I lived there for 2 years in Houston, Texas. They're all down there. And they obviously want to sell petroleum. They're not happy with the fact that more and more electric cars or hybrid cars are on the road. Everyone's producing electric and hybrid cars now. Everyone. Ford, Toyota, everyone. Right? Well, the gas companies are not happy with that, but they shouldn't let out their frustrations on us. Right? I mean, $5.45 is pathetic. Pathetic. In Beverly Hills, I saw a gas station charging $6.19. That's daylight robbery, right? Right now, I still feel like I get a bargain. I'm down in Long Beach once a week, and I fill up at 4.19. 4.19, and I think I'm getting a bargain. $2.09 in Ohio. I'm moving to Ohio. $2.19. Man, I want your prices, my friend. Gee whiz. It's like half. That's exactly half of what I'm paying. Why am I in frickin' California? Okay, you know, it's got its pros and cons. Ultra high gas prices, but super cool living. But why am I paying double Ohio prices? Doesn't sound very right to me. Anyway, how's everyone's Saturday going? Hopefully you're having a fantastic weekend. I wanted to use today's video just to catch up and reconnect and tell you that I'm alive and kicking and going strong. And I have a lot of nice little surprises up my sleeve for Darragh Shashawi and Logan Green. Working on multiple things, you know. And as I promised Darragh Shashawi and Logan Green, and by the way, come Monday actually filing another lawsuit, you know, after I feel like Uber's defaming me to newspaper reporters, giving them false information. And I want them to publish that, you know. What's my zodiac sign? Did you say what's my zodiac sign? Oh, it's a Libra. Sorry, Libra. Mohammed Khalil's in the house. Happy Saturday. Happy weekend to you all. I'm in the middle of crazy LA traffic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lanes of cars. And we're moving at 21 miles an hour on my new iPhone 13 Pro Max with a wider screen. You notice how much more coverage you're getting from there to there, from east to west, from north, from south to north. Tommy, thank you guys for sharing all that feedback, man. I go through everyone's completed 11th week at Amazon, grows 10K. James Campbell in the house. Let's congratulate James. 10K, baby. Well done, my friend. Well done. You're a super trooper in my eyes. Well done, James. Getting a thumbs up from the Rideshare professor. Whoop, whoop. Edward's in the house. Atlanta, baby. Oh, Dodgers against Atlanta. Yeah, we just squeaked through, man. In that 5th game, 2-1. Pretty controversial calls there, but we squeaked through by a ball hair, by a testicle hair. We squeaked through, and now we face the wonderful Atlanta. May the best team win. Atlanta versus Dodgers. Dodgers versus Atlanta. Whoop, whoop. Starting my fleet in New York City. Yeah, baby. 2 SUVs. I'll be there if you need the support. I love it. I love it when people tell me, hey, I went out starting my own company. I formed an LLC. I set up a fleet account. I bought my first cars. I just leased out my first car. Music to my ears. Music to my ears. Hit that like button, guys. We have 35 wonderful people in the house. We only have 18 likes. I love this. I don't like this, but I love this. You know, as Dustin always famously says, smash that like button. And I made the video about the referrals. Official, the highest driver referrer in the United States, not internationally, because internationally I take the first prize. But in the United States, the highest driver referrer in the history of Uber is the Rideshare report. You'd think it may be Harry Campbell. No, it's the Rideshare report. That guy did insane numbers. You know, back in the good Travis Kalanick days, you know, I was making my 20 on the low end, 40,000 a month on referrals, 40,000 a month on referrals, right? Month after month, week after week, you were making your 8-10 grand every week on referrals, not on driving, just on referrals. And in 2019, Dara Koshashawi pulled the plug. Wow, it's a beautiful day. It's 93. Thank you. We pumped up the likes from 18 to 26. Much appreciated. We shot up by 8 likes. I love it. I don't know if I made a video on my Jeep. I pimped out my Jeep. I lifted it 3 inches, put on big rims, tires, and I doubled my money. Doubled my money on my Jeep. On Tuesday, I'm going to an auction, and I'll get that car because I have a good feeling I know what it's going for. And if need be, I'll bid $1,000 or $2,000 over the highest bidder, so they pull out. And I know, I'll tell you right now, on that one, I'm going to double my money again. And on that particular one, mark my words, I'm going to get it for 10K and I'm going to sell it for 20K, right? And I say that confidently because when you know your numbers, when you know the ingredients of your recipe in life, when you know your game, your formula, you just hit that button. Car auction. Used to do a lot of house auctions, foreclosures. I used to go to the foreclosure auctions and buy houses, but not anymore. Now it's just cars. Cars is easy. Driving safer and smarter. Thank you, man. Thank you for saying that. Man, that makes my day. If somebody tells me, hey, I'm driving safer and smarter since I watch your videos. Firstly, I want you to be safe, right? That to me means everything. If you tell me I feel safer, right? Folks, your safety is everything out there. It doesn't matter what you're earning if you're not safe. It does not matter what you're earning if you have a gun pointed against your head, right? Safety first, right? And I also often say element of surprise. Don't tell the people, oh, I'm going to pull over, I'm going to cancel on you, little bad boy. No, they're gonna get so irate, it's going to go out of control. You're going to have a fight in the car. You're going to have a stabbing in the car. You're going to have a gunshot in the car. No, you know, you have that phone, 911. Do not dial and think that Uber or Lyft with their emergency service is going to cover your ass, because they're not. Because that thing doesn't even work. 911 does work, folks. It's been around for years. It's proven. 911. Stay calm. Tell the operator, I'm here. This is my car. This is the situation. I just threw someone out the car. They're wearing a blue jacket. I'm on the corner of that and that. He is armed. He has a gun. Whatever. You know, breathe. Take a deep breath. Tell the 911 operator what's going on. You saw that video with my buddy, Yu Lee, the driver, the Asian gentleman, that I helped. And I raised over $10,000. I set up a GoFundMe. I raised $10,000 for this driver, right? I was not counting on that money. It was a blessing. He said it was a blessing. Like literally God handed him a $10,000 check. And I said, no, you deserve it. Somebody beats you to pulp with a pole and you go through that, it's the rideshare community that cares for you and puts you back on your feet, right? He is so grateful for what everyone did to him, right? Now, you don't want to end up like him. You don't want to end up in this situation like him where he gets clubbed with a steel thing over his head, smashes up his head, smashes up his car. You don't even want to get to that point. He did get away. He managed to break away and call 911. But there was a lot of panic in his voice. He was very fearful. If you can, take 5 deep breaths. Call. Or dial 911 and start calm your body down. 911, how can I help you? Hi, my name is so-and-so. This happened. I'm at this location. Can you please immediately send help? That other video the other day, I don't know if you guys saw it, on Dustin's channel, I think it got over 100,000 views. It was published by some YouTuber. And it looked very, very fake to me, very fake. And when the guy gets into the car, too calm, and then the other guy with the hoodie takes his hoodie off, takes out a gun, and then the driver says, I don't have any money, put away your gun, or whatever, I don't know. It just looked like, and then the guy in the back, there was no panic, no nothing. I don't know if you guys recall that video. Can somebody tell me if that video was fake or if it was real? And do you have anything to back up your argument? There was a black and white video shot on Van True. I made a video, Dustin made a video. It's a black and white video. The guy claims, oh, I used to be a Marine. Okay, I'm glad you're a Marine. But was that video real, folks? Happy Saturday, and it's 92 outside. What's up? Trickster in the house. Is it rodeo or trickster? It's rodeo. Rodeo. 320 for 90 trips. I don't understand if it's less. Why it doesn't also lower the trip. Edward says, after 7,000 rides, I refused my first transport of 3 women. What happened? What did they do to you? One was drunk and unconscious when I arrived. Yeah, they cancel. Bye-bye. You want to have that problem in your car? No, thank you. So on Tuesday, I'm going to go out and buy another Dodge Ram, a 2500 Dodge Ram, the extended one, the V6, the bigger one. And I'm going to pimp it out like another transporter bus. TVs and everything, right? Because those transporter buses work very, very well for parties, especially for parties. You can lease them out, you can lease them out with a driver, you can lease them out directly to the person throwing the party. It's money. Man, sinuses are screwed up. And very soon I'm going to give you a tour of my new house, because we are almost completed. We have almost completed all the renovations, the landscaping after 5 months, and it is looking pimping hot. And this car that I'm going to get on Tuesday, talking about the transporter, may turn it into a mobile YouTube studio. Depends. We are 4 or 5 in Skirball, if anyone knows, and for some reason my phone hasn't dropped its signal. My old phone used to drop its signal quite often, so this is a good thing. This is a very, very good thing. Clients that I'm picking up are arriving from Sweden at LAX at 3:15. So if you're around LAX or Starbucks at that time, should be at Starbucks at about 3:10. Text me, coffee's on me. Do you want an In-N-Out burger? In-N-Out burger's on me. DC in the house. Good to see you. Do you still have that monster cat? Yeah, I do. That monster cat, we still have it. Huge gato, el gato. Yeah, it's a beautiful cat, man. And some people said that you can't train cats. I mean, you can train cats. And I said, no, you cannot train cats. It turns out you were right. You can actually train a cat. I am using the new, somebody asked, what phone am I using? The new iPhone 13 Pro Max, top of the line, 500 gigabyte. I didn't go with the 1 terabyte. I went with a 500 gigabyte, more than I can chew off. Like, I don't need that much storage space. But man, do I love the video quality, and do I love the photo functionality of this phone. That's why I really bought it. But it's huge and it's heavy. And look at, I mean, look at the coverage. This is video, right? Never used to be like that. Never ever used to be. My other phone, I mean, let's see. Other phone was. Are you going to Kenya and Tanzania? I've been there many a times. Been to Zanzibar, been to Kenya, climbed Kilimanjaro with my mother. I did Kilimanjaro with my mother. Did the Serengeti, Tanzania, Zanzibar, just the island, whatever you do, go to the little island of Tanzania. It's called Zanzibar. Beautiful, paradise. Crystal clear, turquoise water, filled with fish, great diving, great seafood. You love Tanzania and you love Kenya for the wildlife. And if you can, go and climb the Kilimanjaro, the highest mountain in Africa, 18,500 feet, I think it is. You thinking about getting a bigger vehicle, or what are you thinking about? Which one? You have a RAV4, yeah, go. I mean, if you, what categories did they put you in with the RAV4? Surely that didn't qualify for XL. And by the way, the Toyota RAV4 is a phenomenal car, don't get me wrong, but if you're already driving a Toyota, why not go to an XL? Why not go to the new Toyota Sienna? It's off the charts. They have a luxury edition. You could use that any day for XL trips, X trips, and then you could use that to build out your private clientele, right? That is if you don't want to spend the money on a big SUV. Because if you're going out today and you're buying a Suburban, guess what? You're in for $70,000 just for a Suburban. That's not even a Cadillac. That's like starting point on a Suburban these days. Oh, who threw that down? Oh my God. Is that my bro? Flo Kunle, I love you. This is to train your next cat. Oh, dude, you're a sweetheart, man. You're a good man. Flo is in the house. How are your kids, Flo? Can't wait for that. One of the happiest things on Christmas Day is when Flo sends me the video that his kids make. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I've shown you that video before that Flo's kids make. Much love to you, my friend. Hopefully you and the family are doing great. And Flo has quite the setup there, boy. He's got the best microphones, the best sound. I mean, I've been watching your videos, dude. Quality stuff. You know, I got a lot to learn, Flo. Teach me how to set that stuff up. Whatever you have there is beautiful, technology-wise, right? Now, content-wise, also 100%. So I decided, hey, you know what? Get myself the new Apple tablet, the new best top-of-the-line iPhone. Get some good technology, because you make a lot of videos, you make a lot of live videos, so you do a lot of driving. And now that I know, thank you, Flo, again, I appreciate you. And my greetings to your wife and the kids, to your son and daughter. Now that I know what a beautiful picture the iPhone 13 has and what good sound, I'm going to be making more and more videos as I'm driving around, because it's good to get feedback. It's good to compare notes. Drivers compare with drivers. This is happening there. That's what's happening there. What do you think about this? What do you think about that? We grow together, right? We share, we grow. Information, thank you very much. Very informative, right? So the information that people are willing to share with other drivers helps you grow. We figure things out together, right? That's the beauty of a driver and a delivery driver. They figure stuff out. It's like the street smarts that these executive trash members of these companies do not have, right? The James Bond movie? No, James, I haven't seen it yet, but No Time to Die. Firstly, we all have no time to die, right? The rideshare industry is supposed to keep us safe. Dara, Logan, we don't have any time to die, so make sure you keep us safe. But back to the 007 movie, no, I'd love to see that. Is it with Rami Malek and what's that James Bond guy called? Mr. Blue Eyes, what's his name? My wife has got the hots for him. My wife thinks he's sexy. Wifey, are you listening in? So, Daniel Craig, there we go. Thank you. So, let me tell you about this last week, the last 7 days. 4 concerts. All of them I went with the Foo Fighters, with David Grohl and Taylor Hawkins. We did Alanis Morissette. We did at the Hollywood Bowl. 2 days later, we did Dave Chappelle at the Hollywood Bowl. VIP parking, front row seats, right? Then we did the Ford Theater, which was like storytelling by David Grohl, taking him through Nirvana, Foo Fighters. And then, not last night, but the night before, the Rolling Stones at the SoFi Stadium. That was crazy to see those old rockers, Mick Jagger, Keith Richards, the new drummer, Steven, Taylor Hawkins from the Foo Fighters. My friend knows him very well, the new drummer. Says it was phenomenal performance by the drummer, the new drummer of the Rolling Stones, because Charlie Watts, the 80-year-old drummer, passed away a few weeks ago. And the Rolling Stones, I think that was their last performance in LA. I don't think you're gonna see another tour of the Rolling Stones again. So if you get a chance, watch their last concert. And obviously we got the merchandise, and I literally had the best parking ever, like right outside the stadium. The bomb sniffing dogs were in my car, sniffing underneath, sniffing the back, which is great. Check out Ghost version of Sympathy for the Devil. Thank you for sharing. I'll check that out. Now I was really impressed with the security at the SoFi Stadium. Man, I'm loving this new picture. Glorious wide picture. And the sound, can anybody confirm sound is still very clear? Everything good? I just wonder if that's the other way. Sound is good. Thank you for the feedback. Awesome. Yay, victory! So this old phone, I had a lot of complaints from my subscribers saying, yeah, we can't hear you, fading in, fading out. Goodbye, you served me well. Goodbye. Unbelievable how many Teslas you'll see on these LA roads. Just Teslas everywhere. Tesla, Tesla, Tesla behind me. The bonuses have been shitty lately. Yeah. You know why? Because they're testing that threshold. How much money can we extract before they stop working? You know, what's the pain pressure point? How far can they push us? You know, it's the part I don't like about these companies, is that they're constantly testing us, testing our pain pressure points. Right? Don't you think so? Don't you get that impression? Thank you. Thank you, Frank. Appreciate you. Some lagging, but better, incredibly better. Good. Could be because I'm going through certain pockets, the canyons and that. But literally all week I've been driving from 5 a.m. till 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning the next day. Like, it's been non-stop. $800 days, $1,000 days, $700 days, $1,500 days. Like every single day. You know, and then you sleep in between, and you YouTube in between, and you work on the house in between, and you spend time with your kids in between, and you visit auctions in between, and you go to your mechanics in between, and you run your other business, you catch up on paperwork. I mean, you know, we're always busy, right? Non-stop. Accelerate out of that one. I've been driving nice and chill, and suddenly I hit the accelerator. And this puppy flies. So Monday, windshield $700, and then my hood of my Cadillac seems a little, all the rest of the paint is beautiful because I wax the car every week, but the hood is getting a little bit faded, so I'm going to have the hood resprayed so everything looks new. I want it to be really clean and new for my clients. I don't want to have like anybody thinking, oh, you know, his hood is fading, or man. So I just did all 4 shocks, all 4 rotors, all new 4 brakes, wheel alignment, wheel balancing, all new 4 tires. That's not cheap, dude. That's not cheap. You guys know, right? When that time comes, right, and you have to make some of the big expenses. In Cincinnati, there are 5 cities within 100 miles. Milk it, baby. Just milk it. $300 tires. $300 per tire for your car. She's like, uh-oh, hitting the brakes here. Not very good. So you got to pay attention. Thank you for warning me, Mr. Prius. He put his hazards on. He slowed down very fast. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Kept flying down the highway and then everything is stopped. You guys know that feeling? And you can't hit the brakes, otherwise you just start skidding, but you got to like really slow down fast. That's what just happened. Be safe. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, I made a video the other day about the most dangerous jobs in America. And I believe it was somewhere 25 or 26. Driving, ride sharing, taxi driving is within the top 50 most dangerous jobs in the United States. And that's just taking the driving part into consideration. That doesn't take carjackings and crazy people in your car that want to fight, want to kill, want to rape, want to assault. It doesn't even take that into consideration. It's purely just from accidents that lead to death. So speed kills. It's not worth it. Even if you're done with your shift, you're tired and you want to speed. Don't speed, my friends, please. Speed, right? Client tells you, hey, speed, I need to get there in time. Not worth it. They're not going to pay for your traffic fine. They're not going to pay for your funeral. It's not worth it, right? So don't speed. I mean, if you have an open road and you're going 10, 15 miles over the speed limit, okay. But for those who are about to drive, we salute you. I like that. For those who are about to drive, we salute you. Hey, Rolling Stones, that one song, I can't get no satisfaction. I think it was the last or the second last song. To those about to drive, we salute you. I like that. And current speed, 0 miles per hour. Parked on the 405 freeway. Current speed, 5 miles per hour. Just ridiculous. Thank you for smashing that like button, everyone. Back to bait and switch with Surge. Really? I'm going to read that. Maybe that's worth a video, right? Or they're back to with their little bait and switch surge tactics. Never ends. I'm not surprised. Never ends. Are you driving in California? Pearl, are you driving in California? California, California. Yeah, you said you were going to undress Dara. Are you going to strap him to the roof of your Cadillac and drive him down the freeway? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. William, thank you, my friend. Why don't Uber and Lyft allow drivers travel to cities where the demand is like traveling nurse? I would be the first to accept Chicago. It's a super good point. Very valid point. Hopefully they're listening. New Zealand's in the house. Yeah, James, that's exactly, thank you, William, Enzo, thank you, I appreciate that. And James, that's precisely what I'm going to do. I'm going to tie him up with like 5 or 6 belts. I'm going to get my roof rack. I'm going to strap him down. And I'm going to go down the highway in 100-degree weather, and then early in the morning in 50 degrees. And I'm going to let the other cars enjoy that horrible visual of Dara strapped to my car. Gotta be creative, James. Gotta be creative. I don't say this lightly when I said the day before yesterday, I've declared war on this MF. I really mean that, right? And you guys sometimes think, you know, we don't have the power in the driver's hands. Well, just look at the UK. What a handful of drivers are doing to Uber. They're spanking Uber left, right, and center. Just a handful of guys. And they're getting everybody to jump in because they're getting successes, they're getting victories. Little guys against the big guys, and they're getting victories. And everybody's jumping in, and now they have a massive union, drivers by drivers, and they are dictating the pace now in the UK, right? They are. Doesn't mean that Uber always complies legally, and they are now going to force them to comply legally because the court, the Supreme Court handed down those judgments. And Uber might think, hey, we're above the law, we don't have to comply. Well, you bring your motions to compel. You just have to go through the motions, which these drivers are doing, and Uber's going to be coughing up a lot of money. A lot of money. 70,000 drivers get their pensions now. Uber's going to be coughing up a lot of money. And it saddens me that sometimes, you know, I come across comments in my channel. 99% of you guys are all optimistic, upbeat, and yes, we can do it, right? But there's always those little naysayers, always those little negative people. Like, you will change nothing. No, you will never change anything if you have that attitude. You will never change anything if you don't try, right? At least you could try to change something and afterwards maybe say, hey, I didn't succeed. But you can't surrender before you have even started in life, right? And that's what I don't understand about the mentality of some people that check in and out. And then again, it's just a handful. It's the minority of the minority that just give up before they start. But like, generally speaking, the subscribers that I have in my channel, they're upbeat, problem-solving, go-getter type of people, right? So I talk to you. That's why I love checking in and feeling the energy of the drivers and the feedback and the reports. What's going on in this city? What's going on in that city? I love it. But don't surrender before you have even started. Yeah, check in if New Zealand has a union. I mean, on Monday, the entertainment or actors union, the biggest in the country, they're going to literally force these entertainment companies, Hulu, Netflix, down onto their knees. You think that Hulu and Netflix are small companies? No, they're massive, multi-billion-dollar companies. Who's forcing them to the knees? Yeah, the people in the industry that bring them the money, the actors, the writers. They're going to force these guys to the knees. Why can't we, the drivers, force that little biatch Dara on his knees? Why not? Why not? Why is he not singing our tune or dancing to our tune? You should never ever let these guys rule you, man. James, good question. I submitted all the paperwork and everything, and I think they're just, you know, getting their budget together for it, but I don't foresee anything moving right now with the issues that Netflix is going to be facing next week. We need to stop these leasing companies from taking control in New York City. They don't let us get our own plates. Yeah, so like, Edward, when you start looking into who's controlling what, you have to find out who the power players are, right? You have to sort of like take an eagle approach and find out who's pulling the strings and then go after those people, because it's not right that a handful of people control the plates, right? I mean, why is it that people in New York City have to, you know, go through that, and other cities get more privileges, another city gets less privileges? I don't know. It has to do probably with politics. Who's running the show? Are taxi organizations paying off people to make the rideshare business difficult? I don't know. It's a lot of politics and a lot of money. Oh, it's Teddy in the house. I'm off to LAX right now. Teddy, good to see you, my friend. And I'm picking up some clients that are coming in from Sweden. They should be landing pretty soon. There's a Suburban. I'm letting you in, fool. So I'm by 405 and almost by Howard Hughes exit. Thoroughly enjoying my time hanging out with you guys. Thoroughly enjoying my new iPhone 13 Pro Max. Official first live video on the phone. Private clients, Teddy. You got it, private money. James says, I'm thinking of driving up to Detroit, then Chicago. Cool. Do it. Do it, James. So Tuesday, I'm going to be at the auction and I'm going shopping again. It's time to ramp up. You know, in the pandemic, you downsize. And now, after the pandemic, things are busy. Leasing companies anywhere don't allow other plates since that's their vehicles. Yeah, which is true. But why are they not opening that up to further plates? Why is it controlled? Why is there a number behind it? I mean, isn't this a free economy where if you want to go out and start a pizza shop next to another pizza shop, the stronger survives? Right? So why is there this restriction on plates? I don't get it. Are they putting restriction on pizza shops, or restriction on drugstores, or restriction on marijuana dispensaries, or restrictions on tire places? Go out there and do your business. The stronger one survives. The stronger, smarter one succeeds, right? Law of economics. So why throttle? Why say, oh, you know, this city so and so many plates. This city so and so many plates. Paula's in the house. Paula's in the house. P-A-U-L-A. P-A-U-L-A. Nice to see you. Paula, we need to catch up, man. Your account is blocked? Okay. I have a little team, social media team, that does block people occasionally, but I'll look. Paula, send me a link to that that channel that you're speaking about that you say is blocked, and I'll unblock it, and I'll just apologize on behalf of my team. They're pretty strict, and I want them to be. So if they see something, or if they smell a hint of racism, or if they see foul language, or if they see, they just, I don't let those type of people in my channel. But I don't know why. Your brand channel? Welcome to the club. Who's part of the club? DJ is part of the club. Hi, people are rolling in. UGB vlogs. Okay, cool. I'll definitely handle that today. Can you just text me the link to your channel, and I will make 100% sure Paula is unblocked. Because I enjoy my communication with Paula. So I like it when I see Paula's name pop up on the screen. Did I buy Bitcoin? I have Bitcoin, yeah. I've got that Cardano, whatever it's called. Cardano. Arthur says wrong. Cannot get any bonuses on Curial. I signed up a week ago. No bonuses. For what am I doing? Did you do any deliveries, Arthur, with Curial? Well, they pay well. That's not Bitcoin. She goes, oh, that's not Bitcoin. Oh. Anyway, whatever it is, I've got Cardano, whatever it is. Bitcoin, shitcoin, flitcoin, all the same thing. Dude, do not drive in front of me. Not a smart idea, biatch. Oh my God, what is this chick doing? Seriously, girl? You are gonna cause an accident. This girl here in front of me. Dogecoin, Dogcoin, Bitcoin, Crapcoin, Shitcoin, Cardano coin. There's just so many coins. So many different coins, it becomes confusing. Andy, Paula, you need to educate me on Bitcoin. Paula's the princess, the queen of Bitcoin. You gotta educate us. Should have bought Ethereum. That sounds like some chemical. Should have bought. Should have, could have, would have. I've bought enough of other stuff, Paula. Like other good stuff. Ethereum. Sounds like some foreign planet. I love it. Paula's pumping up the different Bitcoins. She's hyping up the people. I make thousands in my sleep. I love it. Paula, if you make thousands in your sleep, what car are you gonna buy? What car are you driving right now? Or are you retired? Just blow my nose here. These winds. Anyway, I'm very happy with this new phone. Very happy. Kratom Scratum. What the hell's that? Kratom Scratum. Scrotum coin. Crotum coin, scrotum coin. Tos needs to create a new driver app. That's how you fight back. And you know what? You're right. I'm not gonna argue that. But you know, I put my full energy into the driver co-op for 3 years, but you know, I can't wait around forever. You know, I've been really hoping that these guys get their act together at the local driver co-op and get rocking and rolling, and I'm not seeing results. I need a coffee, guys. Paula, it's good to see you. James, it's good to see you. Everyone, really enjoy having you in my channel. Thank you. Happy weekend to you all. Paula, what's the love life doing? Single, married, boyfriend? Do share. Try to keep up with Paula. Paula in the house. You should have seen all the people in the VIP zone at the Rolling Stones, and all the actors were there, sports stars. It was nuts, man. Food was good. Concert was so-so. It was not crazy fantastic. I mean, those guys are old, dude. They're like in their mid-70s. Drummer died at 80. She's like dinosaurs, like fossils getting up on the stage. I can't get no satisfaction. They sent them packing with this crazy chick. I love it. I love it. Kick him out, Paula. Kick him to the curb. Out! Get out of my house, you trash. Leave right now. Hand the keys and leave. You don't have to support anyone, Paula. Take care of yourself. Yeah. Used to work with the Stones. Cool. Like with gemstones or crystals or the Rolling Stones. Haha, got you there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to land. This video will be ending fairly shortly. I gotta get my Starbucks coffee and then pick up my clients. What is it? Torsten, you should have Ruben, what? Build you an actor wagon. I like that. I like that actor wagon. Sheryl Crow was the support band. Yeah, okay. I did 4 concerts in 1 week. Alanis Morissette, Dave Chappelle, Dave Grohl storytelling, and then Rolling Stones. 4. Got invited to all 4 shows by my clients, all paid, all food, VIP parking. A lot of fun, but man, was I tired. This week is really beating me up. Ghostbusters! Nashville's in the house. Much love back to Nashville. Destination Dojo. My client just flew in from Nashville. Their son goes to Vanderbilt. Apparently that's in your city, Nashville. And he loves Nashville. He's raving about Nashville. Beautiful city. Beautiful people, good people from Nashville. I like it. All right, my friends, coffee time. Americano for the South Africano. Americano for the South Africano. Anybody want a Starbucks? I'm down on Howard Drollinger and Sepulveda. Howard Drollinger and Sepulveda. Anybody sitting here or close by, come down. Let me treat you. Whatever you want. Okay, let's do this. Let's do it. Here's all the limo drivers are hanging out here. All the scoundrels. Not really, but ooh, happy with this new phone, baby. Happy We're the happy, happy people. When I met you in the summer. Whoa, 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 whoa. Try out Colin Kaepernick's new ice cream. Okay, is it good? Is it good? Is it good? Let me check out. Oh, I love this phone. I love this phone. I love this phone. I love the phone. Where are we? If anybody is close to this place here on Drollinger and Sepulveda, come on down. I'm sponsoring coffee. And usually there's a ton of, there's all the scoundrels actually. There's the mafia. There's all the limo mafia. There's another limo mafia. This is where the mafia comes in. This is the hangout spot. But they know me. They all know me. They all greet me. The limo mafia. The limo mafia. James Campbell, enjoy Starbucks. I'm going to spend that right now, my brother. Appreciate it. And you head on down to Detroit and Chicago, my friend. Appreciate you. Here's the limo mafia. There's the limo mafia. There they are. There they are. There they are. The scoundrels. See those three scoundrels there? I don't even know them. I shouldn't judge. That's where they hang out and they smoke and they talk and they do weird stuff, man. Like real weird stuff. All right, amigos. Is that really the mafia? Nah, it's a limousine ring run by some pretty dodgy characters, let's say that. People that you and I do not want to meet. I'm driving a Cadillac Escalade Platinum ESV, and I cannot wait for my Cybertruck, and I cannot wait for the new BMW X7, the M version, right? The moment BMW starts delivering again, the MX7 in the pipeline, baby. And Tuesday is shopping time at the auction. It's time to shop. Shop till you drop. It's time to spend money. It's time to spend more money to make more money. Oh, that looks delicious. She has a ice cream. Never buy a Tesla. Rather buy Dogecoin, Ethereum, Kratom, Scratum, Bitcoin. All right, my friends, I got to rock and roll. My clients have just landed. I wish you all a fantastic. There they are. Where are those planes coming in? They're landing. Do you guys understand why we are having a product delivery problem with huge amount of cargo ships waiting to unload in California? Yeah, it's because of that AB5 bill. No, it's actually not because of that, believe it or not. It's because we're having difficulties getting staff across the entire country. And the reason for that is because people are still living off their stimulus checks and their pandemic unemployment. Has absolutely nothing to do with AB5. These problems are pretty much all across the US because there was a lot of money and a lot of people are not prepared to go back to work. A lot of people say it's still too dangerous. It has nothing to do with AB5. Anyways, folks, wish you a fantastic weekend from the Rideshare Professor. Paula, good to see you. James, good to see you. Everyone, have a blessed weekend. Please be safe. Please be vigilant. Please look out. And thank you again for being part of today's live session on the new iPhone 13 Pro Max. Good night, everyone. Have a good day. I'm just picking up rich Swedish people. That's all. They're flying in from Sweden. Not to mention names, but that's all I'm picking up. As long as they pay my bills. Mohammed Khalil, have a good weekend. Time DJ, have a good weekend. Paula, have a good weekend. James, have a good weekend. Everyone, have a fantastic weekend. Flo Kunle, thank you. Driver Steve, happy weekend. Driver Steve, I did not know that, and you're more than likely right on that one about the truckers. Absolutely. Rock stars. You guys are rock stars. Appreciate you. Have a good one. Happy weekend. See you Monday. Bye-bye, everyone.